Hi guys, today I have 5 emerging and high paying skills that you can try and prepare for if you want to pivot to a new career in the future. So these jobs are on the newer side and not many people are doing them. And if there are, since AI is advancing so fast, there's a lot of room for newcomers, especially if you keep up with the latest tech developments. So they are not the easiest roles to start with, but they are high value, in demand, and can help you earn more in the long run. So I will explain what each role actually looks like, and I will give you easy, achievable examples to start. I will also share some tools that you can start with and what kinds of clients or companies that hire for these positions. So before we start, I just want to be clear that this video isn't saying that if you do this, you'll immediately earn 6 figures. Aside from the tech side, you also need really good communication skills and positioning yourself correctly. So these are great roles if you are feeling stuck, if you don't like hourly work anymore, you don't like repetitive tasks, or if you just want to level up, you can definitely start exploring these new roles. So the first one would be funnel designer. They are common in the marketing and tech space. So funnel designers help turn viewers or followers into paying customers. So in this job, you'll be designing a bunch of funnels. So bear with me, I will explain what a funnel is. And don't worry, you don't have to be good at drawing or design. It's more the actual flow of your design because that's not really the point of this role. Point is they make money. It doesn't matter how pretty it is. If it does not make the client money, it's not good. So we probably have all experienced this. You go to a website, there's a pop-up, then you sign up, then you receive an email. Maybe it's a PDF or a resource that you need or want. Then after this, you'll still receive a bunch of emails. So they are called an email sequence. Basically, you are now in the company's funnel and they will nurture you to become a paying customer. By the way, guys, these are not limited to email. So this is just the most common example and the easiest example. So in this role, you will create pages, web pages, email flows, checkout process, that will help the client sell a product or a service. So popular tools you'll be using are Go High Level, Kajabi, ClickFunnels, FG Funnels, MailerLite, and so much more. By the way, quick note guys, these tools are actually very expensive, but they do have free trial that you can maximize. So Go High Level is used by many agencies, marketing agencies. Kajabi is used by coaches. FG Funnels is new and promising to be an all-in-one tool for those with a digital business. I would say these tools are actually user-friendly. FG Funnels, Kajabi especially. So again, a very common example is, let's say there's a coach that offers a free PDF. Then basically by the end of the funnel, it will turn into a paid program. So you will design the entire flow from start to finish. So rates will depend on the funnel. Very simple ones can start at $100 to $300, and many skill designers charge a lot, like $1,000 to $5,000, especially if they have mastered the art of converting viewers to paying customers. And just a note, guys, many clients will actually not call this funnel designer funnel design, especially smaller startups or those clients with just a side hustle. They might call it just a website, actually, a web page, a sales page, but it's a sales funnel. So when you are searching for jobs, you need to experiment with different keywords. This is a great career if you enjoy design and strategy. So next is an automation specialist, or sometimes AI automation specialist. So in this role, what you will be doing is to save the client a lot of time, save them from doing manual work, and make their systems cohesive and talk to each other. So simple examples would be connecting apps, using no-code automation such as Zapier. Zapier is actually one of the most popular. Maybe you've heard of it before. So here are some real-life examples, easier examples that you can start with. So one would be a lead follow-up if your client is an agency. Let's say a client fills out a form in your website. Zapier gets triggered, will send a thank you email, adds that lead to a CRM like HubSpot. Then it will create a task on a task management system like like ClickUp, Trello, Monday.com. Then we'll notify the person that will do the action, such as a sales team. And depending on the client flow, it will end there or there will be more automations. Another automation you can do is actually like when a client posts a blog, there's an automation that you can post snippets of that article to other social media channels or pages. Then an automation that will notify the subscribers or followers that there's a new blog post. Or so this is a common automation for content creators or those with a publishing business or just those that heavily do content. Another common and simple thing to do is like invoicing and payments. Let's say a client uses a Google Sheet to track payments. Then once an invoice is sent, there will be a reminder or a bunch of reminders. Then when it's paid, the one handling the finances will be alerted that it's paid and they can take it from there. Or maybe another automation that will close the whole system. So many businesses do this, and there's actually a lot of tools. Another pretty common automation system would be client onboarding system. So let's say the client signs the contract via Hello Sign. Zapier will create a folder in Google Drive, adds the client to a task management system, like let's say what I said, ClickUp, Monday.com, or Notion. Then we'll send a welcome packet or a welcome email sequence. So something like that. Again, pretty common for agencies. So these may sound technical, but they are often like drag and drop or like easier than you think. The hard part is actually understanding the client's workflow, the entire workflow, and thinking how can I make this faster and organized. So rates vary a lot in this role, and this is actually good for beginners because they will not really care if you are a beginner. If you can give them the results and if you have updated knowledge, then you can easily charge a premium while doing the task very quickly because it's all about giving the company massive value because this role saves the client a lot of money, so they are willing to pay for this skill. So this is perfect for organized freelancers who likes solving problems, building systems, and just making sure things work and making them so much more efficient. Next is in this role, you help businesses, a chatbot or an AI assistant builder, set up automated conversations that answer questions, qualify leads, or help customers take action without needing a live person 24/7. A very easy and common example would be ManyChat. I bet you have seen this when like an influencer will say comment down below like a word and then it will trigger a chat flow. You will get a DM and then you will get this file or like an e-commerce website that makes the FAQ system more efficient. Another example would be for course access because after someone purchases a course, there's actually like a lot of delivery involved, delivery of the login details, the resources, like where they will log in. If there's a community involved, they need access there. So you will do automations for those. So you will build like chatbot automations for those because they are mainly like information based and the customer needs the information. And you can easily deliver that automation using bots. So again, there's no need to code for this job. You just need to be adept with the latest tools, need to know the user intent, how the user will actually like use the entire thing, like how they think. So next would be a prompt engineer. So you've probably used ChatGPT and many people use ChatGPT but there are AI super users who knows how to really maximize those AI tools. So that's where a prompt engineer assistant comes in. In this role, your job is to write smarter, more strategic prompts so they get better results faster. Whether it's for content, this is very common for content creators, data analysis, or maybe just business in general. So it's part creative writing, part logic, and a whole lot of experimenting to get the best results, the fastest results. So the actual result is actually very different when it's actually done live. Like for example, a YouTuber will read the script or a content creator will read the script. It's different because it might not even sound like them. The pacing will be off, the structure will be different from what they usually do, and your job is to make sure it's always on point. So your job would be to refine this, make it easy for creators or businesses to get the best results from these AI tools. And again, this is not the typical just write me a script and blah blah blah. You will write a very detailed instruction detailed prompts, strategic prompts that are probably more than a page long and not the typical like one liners, two liners. And another example would be cranking out lots of social media posts. So, similar to the YouTube example, it is so different than saying I need 30 social media captions. Your job is to make sure it is cohesive, it's on brand, the results are fast, it sounds human, it sounds genuine. So, this skill is very useful for text heavy roles like content creation in marketing agencies, social media agencies, so stuff. So last would be like a process improvement specialist. So this is not really new, but since there's a lot of new tools, it has changed the game a little bit. There's now a lot of shortcuts, and this role is still pretty much related to the other roles I have mentioned before. But with process improvement specialist, you might be assigned to improve the overall business, like the whole business in general, not just, let's say, the content part, like the whole operations. You will make sure the client or company saves a lot of money, make sure each department is hyper efficient. So this job is basically all the jobs above, but kind of an all-in-one. So in this role, you might create a lot of SOPs, like identify gaps, identify inefficiencies, experiment with new tools, and just making sure the business runs smoothly and very, very efficient. So these roles are definitely not entry level, but you don't need to be an expert either. If you are curious and ready to learn, you can start with one tool, be a master of one tool. You can build your own automation in your daily life actually. Start compiling projects. Then once you have a good portfolio, you can start with discounted rates and you can build your career from there. So the main thing here is you keep up with the latest tools, but not just the tools, you actually save the client a lot of time, a lot of money, or make them a lot of money. So I hope this video was helpful and see you guys in my next video.